The Snap Map, it's getting people in trouble all over the world. While some people might not know about it, Snapchat has a new feature called the Snap Map, which in the new update allows you to see the location Bitmoji of people that you are friends with or who you're not friends with, people who just let you see it, where they are at all times. Some people have described this as this new Snapchat Map update is like Pokemon Go for serial killers.
Oh,
which
man.
is amazing, but like to show you what it looks like, let's take this photo. If you're driving, it knows your location is changing, so it puts you in the coolest car I've ever seen. And if you're not moving, you apparently are standing there looking off into the street waiting for someone to pick you up in their dope car. We'll go through some ways people have gotten in trouble, but first, thoughts 5 words or less.
Slap chop the Snap Map.
Side chicks, beware.
Ghost mode, completely ghost mode.
What's ghost mode?
Ghost mode is where you can't show people where you are. And so basically, quickly for everybody who doesn't know how to turn it off, in order to get to the Snap Map, you pinch the screen and it brings up the Snap Map. First, spend hours looking at where people you know are located at this very moment. Like, it's creepy. Did you do it?
No, I deleted Snapchat about a year ago.
You deleted Snapchat?
I've never snapped.
You've never snapped?
No, I think it's for the kids. I love one of the pictures they had with Tupac, Prince, Elvis, Michael Jackson all on an island. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
It's so funny. Yeah, this is crazy. A lot of people do dirt. A lot of people, they say what you do in the dark will eventually come to light. Is that I think this is the universe's way of being like, I got you.
It's so good.
It's crazy. It's like a better Grinder, and I say a better Grinder because Grinder, like, so I don't know if you guys ever use Grinder. I haven't used Grinder in like almost a decade, but when I was on Grinder, it tells you someone's location as you're getting close, as you know, for your hookup, your rendezvous. So it's similar to that. But I can totally understand why it's getting people in trouble. Like Grace, you were on 13th and Collard Green last week. Who is she? Who is she? Why were you there? You don't
who named that street Collard Green?
Why were you in the Valley? Why were you in the Valley? You never go to the Valley. It's another way of getting someone caught up, and I think it's hilarious.
There's a lot of ways people have gotten in trouble that are funny, thank goodness. Because at the beginning, all I thought was folks are gonna get killed this way. But things like when you text in the group chat and no one replies, so you check Snapchat Map and find out they're all together. Like you can prove that everybody is literally hanging out without you, unless they, when they pinch it, go to ghost mode, or in the settings you say, who can see my location? But this had me terrified. Because only one time would you have to really like accidentally make it apparent where your location is when you're at home and people know where you live.
But you can opt into this, right? So
you have to set it up at the beginning, but that whole, when I found out this happened, I was like, oh my God, did I already miss it? Like, have I already shared my location by snapping me with a dog face and a high-pitched voice at home? Like, that is absolutely terrifying, but you have to set it up, and then once you start setting it up, it allows you to set your settings from the get-go.
And the reason why this exists too is because Snapchat needs to find a way to differentiate itself and compete with Instagram stories, which has now become a direct competition with Snapchat because they also have face filters, and it's become way more comprehensive what Instagram stories offers. It used to be just like a photo and you could share it.
However,
and now Snapchat's like, what about maps? Will this work? Will you guys stay here if we have maps?
Which is so weird to me because Snapchat still has better face filters.
Oh, for sure. Snapchat
still has a more dynamic interface than the Instagram stories. Not to mention, Snapchat invented this crap.
Right.
Like, and how sad is it that Facebook can just buy a company and then just once they've got Instagram, they just mimic what another company, Snapchat, is doing with it, and it was able to effectively really squeeze Snap out. Their stock price was going up, and then it went right back down when stories happened.
I never understood Snap because I guess for some people the goal of social media in which you post a picture is for it to live forever, or for people to be able to look at it later on, the next day, a month from now. You know how Facebook always says, 7 years ago, Grace, me and you became friends, and we have a picture of us together, that sort of thing. So Snapchat, I'm under the weather, you guys, forgive me. Snapchat, they disappear, yes, after?
They can,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so
they can live in memories, but they can also
There are places you can put them, but the default setting is they're gone.
Again, too much work. And also some cell phones, real quick, but I'm sorry, some cell phones automatically share your location even if you choose to not allow it to share your location. I know some Samsungs do, some LG phones do, so.
It's messed up, and that's the other thing I thought when I heard about it. Is like, well, this is where it's headed anyway. Like it had to go here someday, but yeah, it's super weird.
I understand why people like Snapchat stories that disappear because it feels like a finite connection with an immediate audience.
Right.
And I think in that sense, instead of sharing a photo with everyone, sometimes you can just, if on Snapchat, your people have to opt in to follow each other. And so people are already, I'm investing in you. You can't really see if other people have liked it or whatever. It feels like when you see something pop up on Snapchat, like, oh, this is something that I can see. It feels a little bit more personal. It's just for me. It's not something that's gonna live forever. It's not a polished photo. It's a view into their day-to-day life.
Right.
So I understand it, but I didn't like it.
The central proposition, according to the Snapchat people, is Facebook was what I did and Snapchat is what I'm doing. It's just a look at right now and the ephemeral nature, all that stuff. But like that was how they articulated it, which I thought was really, really interesting. Do you think this is gonna stick around? Because there's a lot of controversy. I think it just takes one person getting murdered. It's weird. Let's go into my Snapchat and find out like where someone is right now. You can go here and just be like, okay, squeeze it, and then zoom out. And I've got someone, I got people in, well, they've all deleted it since yesterday. That's amazing. I had people in like Norway and like on a street corner in South Korea. That's across the planet. But I knew exactly where they were located, and their emoji actually looked like it was invading like a giant.
Not only is it gonna get people murdered and get you caught up, but if you work, a lot of employers now, especially, well, I'm not gonna say the one I work for because I put them on blast, but the
government.
Yeah, Ruby Tuesdays. If you call in sick for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
There was an investigation with an employee and they, as a protection, pulled every single picture off of her Instagram.
Yeah.
And knew where she was on certain days that she was not at work. So now this is a lot of, okay, so let's say you work for a retail, like you work for Old Navy where everyone's really young, all your superiors are probably friends, they follow you on Snapchat, you go to Vegas for the weekend, but you're sick, that's what you tell them. And then also, well, I follow you on Snapchat, and your Snapchat said you were at the Cosmo in Vegas. That it's definitely
that's happening. I know another person whose job they're absolutely doing that at. Someone tweeted out like, these Snapchat maps remind me so much of the Spotted map from Gossip Girl.
Oh
Spotted.
my gosh,
Grace Baldridge.
that is so true. I think a lot of people are gonna opt out. I think this will fizzle out because I don't think a lot of people want people that they don't know or that they don't want to know their location.
Look what happened to Kim Kardashian. A lot of people said that she was posting all her whereabouts in Paris. That's how she got caught up and got robbed. I mean, I'm not sure if that's correct, but there's articles that support when you go on vacation, especially overseas, you shouldn't be sharing your location. You shouldn't be posting pictures because predators are online. Yes,
it's tough. Yeah, they are absolutely online. And then also like when you go on the Snap Map, the one thing I do like is just public places, you can see what's happening there in general. So like you can go to the Santa Monica Pier and it gives you a heat map of like how intense the upload activity is at any given location. So you click on the pier to see if there's a lot of folks around. I don't find that so invasive because but then again, I can then start to follow whatever like person with a family that I want to, whose skin I want to take off their bodies.
I would just never leave my house if I had that, because I'd be like, oh, let's see what's going on at the Santa Monica Pier. Oh God, so many people. Oh, the heat map, babe, we're going camping again. Like, I would never go to anywhere social because I hate crowds.
Hate human beings.
No, it's not that, but like that, if I knew ahead of time, they're like, oh, it's really crowded at this location that you'd planned on going, I wouldn't go.
Grace walks down the street like a horse with like blinders on the side so she won't freak out. Lizzie has her by a bridle. Just walk straight.
Dude, I just need a hammock and open spaces. Like that's what I need.
With that.
Yeah.
We've tried to find out where you guys were, but you don't really post your location, which I think is very responsible.
I don't snap. Sam tried to get me to snap, and it's just too much, man.
I like it.